Demonstration here on a product that I found the other night. They demonstrated this at our model club meeting, and I was going to show that footage, but when I got to reviewing it, it had a lot of music and stuff in it, and I didn't want to get hit with a violation. So I decided I'm gonna have to remake it and just show y'all, do a hands-on. So anytime I promote a product or advertise something, I don't get paid for it. I'm not asking for money for it. It's stuff that I use, and if I like it, then I'll share it with y'all, pass it on. And what I'm referring to today is what they call zip kicker. It's a CA accelerator, but it does more than just that. You know, usually you put a dab of super glue on something and you hit it with that and it'll harden instantly. But there's a little secret to it also. Some of you, I'm sure, probably know about this, but others don't, so I'm passing this along to them. This is from the old scrap box. All right. A lot of times I'll go to thrift stores or yard sales and I'll find, you know, glue bombs. Some of them are pretty terrible, and then others, they're really not that bad. But say if I want to reuse this engine and everything is glued in, you know, it's pretty tight. So how do I get that apart? So what you do is you use the zip kicker and a brush, and it will literally, before your eyes, take a brush, get you a liberal amount on here, like say this part right here. We're gonna brush that on. And it does work on painted parts. And folks, literally in just a matter of time, look at there, bingo. Okay, that one's already halfway loose, so let's take this engine out. Okay, it's glued pretty heavily right there. And where else? Okay, it's glued there, right there, and I don't see anywhere else. Now I could be wrong. Look at there, just seconds, literally seconds. Voila. Oh, well, that's how you keep that from happening. Because what I could have done, instead of snatching that off like that, bingo. You couldn't ask for a better product. I'm telling you, I am absolutely sold on this stuff right here. So you can take a lightly damaged glue bomb, totally disassemble it, and you know, maybe you have to order one or two little replacement parts, and bingo, you're off to the races. So, all right, folks, I appreciate y'all watching that, and well, hello everybody. I just wanted to touch base with you on the scale build of Gentleman. Once I got the 31 Ford sedan opened up and got to looking at everything, I decided, nah, I'm not going to quite do that one. So I put it back in the box, and what I've decided to do instead is the Johan 31 Cadillac with a V16. So yeah, I just wasn't feeling it with that 31 Ford. So anyway, and my next is the Fred Henry build, the NASCAR challenge. I'm going to show you what I'm doing for that. It's not quite typical of the NASCAR. It's a play on the NASCAR. What I'm going to do is a 80 Monte Carlo, and the idea came to me when I was sick the other day, and I was watching Cannonball Run, and yeah, I'm going to base a street car, but with a NASCAR theme. So it's going to be hopped up. It's going to have the NASCAR motor. It's going to have NASCAR wheels and tires. And I'm going to go with the old Buddy Baker 81 #1 Uno. So yeah, I'm going to put a wing on the back of it. I may throw a couple of roll bars inside of it just for giggles. But anyway, it's gonna look pretty awesome. So yeah. All right, stick around. We'll get into doing some building. Talk to you later. All right, folks, this is what I'm going to use as part of a donor. This was an old build I done several years back. It was I got to watching them do practice sessions out at the track and whatnot, and I thought, well, that was pretty cool. It was just the car didn't have any paint on it. They did stick the numbers on it, and they just running around the track. No sponsorship decals, nothing. Anyway, this has been sitting in the parts box for forever now. So we'll take a look at it. That's yeah, it's coming apart. See, it's already halfway there. So, but I think I'm gonna swipe the engine. That's probably about all that's gonna get swiped. But yeah, I did do those, ran the hoses and whatnot. So, but I'm not a real big NASCAR builder. I know a lot of people are really into them. It's sort of out of my wheelhouse, but I tell my buddy all the time, I have to be challenged. I have to have something to do to kind of keep in the game, so to speak. Because if you don't practice, if you don't do it every day, then you lose your skill set. All right, folks, I've got parts strung everywhere from the Monte Carlo and from the 31 Caddy. So y'all just kind of overlook my mess here. But yeah, this is the car that I'm going to base it off of, you know, the Cannonball Run series. I'm going to turn it into a NASCAR theme. So I've got the old Buddy Baker #1 Uno decals, and I've got, well, the kit's over there in the box. But so far I've had to do a little bit of modification to it. I don't know if it's going to focus in right here, but I had to add some sheet styrene right here, because I guess there was a defect in the mold, but that curvature right there was just about gone. So I went in and added some sheet styrene, and I'm going to blend it all back down. I've shaved off the door handles, filled those in, took off all the body molding. I've got a little bit of sanding to do right there. I'm going to remove that emblem. Okay, there we go. I've already built the wing on the spoiler on the back. I've got to fill that in, sand it. So I'm thinking about putting me a gas filler right there in the back, a dummy gas filler. So, but anyway, that's the body I'm going to use. And it's just going to have a regular street interior with maybe a 2-point roll bar or something like that, just to kind of jazzed it up a little bit. All right, folks, I'm going to get back to work on this caddy, and when I'm not doing the caddy, I'm working on this a little bit. So I'm kind of back and forth. It's kind of hard doing 2 projects at one time, but any more than that, I was telling my buddy Mark, I was like, man, if I throw too many things on my plate, then my mind just goes to racing. I get to where I can't sleep because I'm constantly thinking about, well, what if I do this, or what if I do that, or let's go this direction. No, I want to go that direction. So anyway, that's where I'm at. And all right, folks, y'all take it easy, and I'll see you in a little bit.